I jumped in on the Nik the Booksmith Desert Island Journal Challenge. So if you're not familiar with Nik the Booksmith, check the links below. She's a master journal maker and teacher, and she's got a great Etsy shop and a wonderful YouTube channel. So check her out. So you get 4 givens, and then you have 4 chosen items. So my 4 chosen items were some washi tape and this double pen, right? How smart is that? 2 for the price of 1. And then this 12 by 12 sheet of paper that you're going to see throughout here, and the paper bag, because I needed a, binding. So yeah, so I used paper bag because that's 1 item. So you were allowed to use as much paper as you wanted, and you were allowed to use glue, and needle and thread. So let me show you what I came up with. First of all, I chose a waxed thread, a waxed bookmaking thread, and so I was able to use that to keep the journal closed also, as well as sewing in my signatures and sewing in some embellishments. So this is part of that paper that I told you about, the 12-inch. I used the washi tape to reinforce the binding on the inside and the outside. And this is the sewing of the signatures, 4 signatures. And so then it's really hard to get creative, but this is the other side of that double-sided 12-inch piece of paper. So this is side 1, side 2. So you'll see this throughout. So with my coffee, I use coffee dyed paper throughout. I made a little envelope because I'm figuring you're on a desert island, maybe you're going to get interested in the botany there. So yeah, so you can collect seeds and things like that. And inside of that is just an extra little piece of paper. And because I had my pen, I did a lot of little embellishments just to, make it interesting. But the coffee dyed, I think, I really like mostly naked journals anyway. So and if I were on a desert island, I would be doodling like crazy if I had a pen and paper, because yeah, I like to doodle. So there are doodles in here. There's signature 1. There's another little doodle. Here's a drawing of some of the flora and some washi tape just for embellishment. There's another doodle. I love those things that look like the Handy stamps, the henna stamps. I love shapes like that. And then here's a flower that I made out of scraps of paper. And here's a fold-out piece of paper to write on in a tuck. I have to tell you, see this little bloop here, a little sploosh, little whatever, it's called a sploosh now. The glue that I used had acetone in it. And I didn't realize that it got on my fingernail polish, and so there's a little bit of me there. And another little doodle. Another doodle. And here's a double tuck here with a couple pieces of paper with more doodling. This doodling got a little out of hand. Must have really thought I was on that island. I little viney there. And here's another little viney tuck. Lots of vines on this desert island, right? Yeah, lots of greenery on a desert island. But hey, it's my desert island, right? Little tuck there. And some washi. And here's another little tuck of paper sewn in. Hard to sew with the really thick wax thread like that. It really is much more for binding, and the needle is huge. So yeah, it's pretty big. So you don't want to damage your paper. And here's a little ruffle sewn in. And then because it's a paper bag, I left the opening, this is that 12 by 12 paper, did some doodling here, and then on this piece of paper, it's a nice big you know, for doing like a map of your island or something, right? So there's that. So it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I love mostly naked journals because I'm trained as a writer, so I want lots and lots and lots of room to write. And it was just a lot of fun to do this. So anyway, follow Nik the Booksmith and try this sometime yourself. I think it's really fascinating to start off with a paper bag and end up with a book. You know, it's just, I don't know, I like knowing how things are made, so I think that was great fun. So anyway, that's my desert island journal, folks. All right, and thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. Just getting started. As you can see, this is the first video. And I'm going to be doing some journals, but I'll also be doing a lot of previews of things that are going into my Etsy shop. I'm crazy about vintage, which is how I totally fell in love with these journals. I just love the look and feel of them. This would look a lot older if I had been able to choose one more thing, because I would have chosen the ink to ink around the edges and make it look older, but I stuck to the rules. Okay, well, that's it for now, and see you soon. Bye.